Hello! Welcome back to Hyper Gossip, your go-to channel for the latest deep dives into the lives of your favorite celebrities, legends, and the stories that don't make the headlines. Today, we're unraveling a surprisingly emotional tale. What happened to Richard Thomas is so sad. You might remember him best as the wholesome John-Boy Walton from the beloved series The Waltons, a role that made him a household name in the 1970s. With his gentle demeanor and heartfelt performance, Richard Thomas became America's golden boy. But what many don't know is that behind the scenes, Thomas has faced some incredibly difficult personal and professional struggles over the years. Richard Thomas began his career as a child actor, appearing in Broadway shows and early TV dramas. His big break came with The Waltons, and for a while, it seemed like nothing could go wrong. But the pressure of fame at a young age, the intense filming schedules, and the loss of privacy took a serious toll on him. After leaving the Waltons to pursue other acting opportunities, Richard struggled to shake off the John Boy image. It haunted him for years, typecasting him in a way that made it difficult to land diverse roles. Many casting directors couldn't see beyond the sweet, sensitive Southern boy, even though Richard had trained in Shakespeare and had dreams of doing more serious, complex work. But the sadness in Richard's story isn't just about his career. In his personal life, he's endured major hardships that rarely get mentioned. One of the most heartbreaking chapters came with the end of his first marriage. After 17 years and raising triplets, Richard and his wife Alma divorced in the early 1990s. The emotional toll was significant, especially as he tried to balance single fatherhood with a demanding career that was already beginning to slow down. He's spoken in interviews about how difficult it was to be there for his kids while trying to keep his own mental and emotional health intact. Another painful aspect of his journey came in the form of illness within his family. Though Richard himself has remained in good health, he's had to support close loved ones through serious medical challenges, which kept him out of the spotlight for long stretches. Despite his efforts to stay positive and grounded, those close to him say it's weighed heavily on him over the years. That said, Richard Thomas remains a deeply respected actor and a class act in the industry. He found new life in the theater and in character roles in shows like The Americans and Ozark, where audiences began to rediscover his range and talent. Though his path has been anything but easy, he's never stopped working, never stopped pushing himself, and never lost the kindness that fans first fell in love with. What happened to Richard Thomas is indeed so sad. But it's also a story of resilience, of a man who has quietly endured and continued to create meaningful work. We wish him all the best. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment with your favorite John Boy moment. See you next time on Hyper Gossip.